Right, I think it's working. Is this working? Can somebody do me a message on the thing or the WhatsApp or whatever and say if it's working, first of all? Please. Thanks. That'd be great. So yeah, great, it's working. Hi everybody. Welcome to a one-off return of the Publess Mega Quiz. This time sponsored by myself. There are no, promotional and Sebastian Hobday posters. But maybe the winner will get some cans still. My family have set up a family clibbins. Where's my hair? Still there. Sarah, so this is for those who are doing the quiz who don't know why we're doing it. Sarah Lazenby, it's her birthday today. She works for Orbit Brewery and did all the original quizzes and asked, could I do one more quiz this lockdown for her birthday? And I said yes. I'm a lovely man, even though I said no to any more digital quizzes. But here we are for one more event. For everyone else, like Nick on Twitter, who's been asking, what shirt am I going to wear? I'm just wearing a normal blue shirt because now that I can tie my hair up again, I don't need, shirts to pretend to have a personality. So I've swapped that up a bit. Amber and her mum are tuned in, but I missed the hair. Well, maybe in the second half of the quiz, I can undo the hair and have the hair. The main point of the quiz is so we can all, cast opinions on my hair. So the main thing to bear in mind this week is that there's for those who, some of you wouldn't have done the quiz before, so you wouldn't find out what's going on. So last time we did it all on my Twitter account, and Sebastian Hobday. This time there's now a dedicated quiz Twitter account started to go with the real life quiz at the Old Fountain. And basically, as we go through, when it gets to the marking of the quiz, you'll need to submit your team name and your score on Twitter. And the Twitter account is @ClibsQuiz. So @ClibsQuiz, or if you search Ed's Quizzy Fun Time at the YouTube, because it normally says at the Old Fountain. So @Clibs, which is CLIBBS quiz. You can see it here. If I hold it up to the screen, I reckon, is that going to work? No, it's not going to work. There you go. No, it's not working. This is the content you came for. It's @ClibsQuiz on Twitter. And I've also retweeted it on both of my real Twitters. And basically the picture round is on there, which you can start now. There's 10 pictures of just random celebrities. I was going to go with the theme of, this being the home of A, questionable Madeleine McCann jokes, and B, jokes about celebrity nonces. That was going to be the theme, but in the end it wasn't. So there's 10 pictures of random celebrity people, both B and C list. and you just need to, on your bit of paper or whatever you're using, answer who they are. And you will keep doing that until the halfway point of the quiz. Says, you know, if you haven't done this before, you mark your own stuff, you write your own answers down. You don't write the answers in the comments on YouTube, or you don't fucking do any of that. Just write it down yourself. And then when we get to halfway, we'll do some marking. You'll submit your scores by tweet with your team name. And then by likes on Twitter and my choosing, someone will win the team name theme game. I'm going to tell you what the theme is in a minute for your team name. So you get in the hang of it. And then we'll come back, we'll do the second half. You'll submit the rest of your scores, preferably your total score. I'll announce who's won. I'll figure out a prize to give you somehow for it. And then if next time I see you, I'll buy you a pint. Whatever. Someone can win this cactus, maybe. It's not actually mine, so whatever. So that's what's going to happen. It's now gone 8, so formally now, welcome to the quiz. Happy birthday to Sarah. We will, of course, be accepting charitable donations instead of your quiz entry fee. Sarah's charity of choice is, just so I get the name 100% right on her Facebook event, is not currently loading, so we'll come back to that. So yeah, but all we ask for your partaking in the quiz is a charitable donation. Specifically it's a cat rescue charity, I know that much, and I've forgotten the actual name of it. So I'll get to that and I'll let you know the official name of the official charity sponsor of the quiz. So what I'm going to tell you now, so write this down, is what the rounds are going to be about this evening. So round number 1 is going to be a sort of, just to sort of punish us all, is going to be a round of, it's called 2020 The Best Bits. So it's a round about some things that have happened in this fairly eventful year. Why not? We're nearing the end of the year. Let's recap on all of the wonderful things that have happened. Once that's out of the way, round number 2 will be film and TV. Classic. Hello, Dave Tugwell. Yo. Then round number 3 will be, is that how we want to do it? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do round number 3, it'll be music introductions. Is that how we want to do it? Yeah, I think that's how we'll do it. But I can't remember how we used to split it up, to be honest with you. But yeah, so we'll do, yeah. Yeah, so we'll do 2020, films and TV, music intros, short interval, announcement of, you'll submit your scores and I will read out the team names and the scores, whoever's winning, whoever's last, whoever's second. And then after that, we'll do geography and, of course, the music trivia round and the picture round, which you've hopefully got. If you haven't found the picture round yet, I haven't done the team name theme game yet, Dawn, don't worry. And then the music trivia round will be the last round. Then you'll submit your scores again. We'll announce who's won, prizes, blah, 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 blah. Charity. Great. So that's about it, I think. If you haven't found the picture round yet, which you have until halfway to do. Fuck, I've got so many tabs open. Hold on. Let me cleanse my personal quiz area. So at Clib's quiz, which I'm going to put here. That makes more sense. That Twitter account, you can find the pictures, 10 random celebrities, name the celebrities. You've got the first half of the quiz to do that. So I reckon, and there are 10 questions per round. We're not going to faff around with any of the jokers or any of that bollocks. It's straight up. I've just seen someone the main thing the one thing that I can say about this quiz is that it is objectively more interesting than watching England play football. But apparently someone has decided to do both. If you would like to do both, then make your own mind up about which is more boring. That's up to you. Anyway, with that in mind, fix yourself a quality beverage, snacks perhaps, whatever. And let's do a fucking quiz, shall we? And we shall begin. Amber has confirmed that I have got the split of the quiz right, which is pretty good, isn't it? I know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, the team name theme game. I was thinking of it, and I've forgotten what it was going to be. I've got some really dry skin on my nose, haven't I? Lovely. I would like you to come up with I'm going to come back to that in a second. I've massively undermined myself here by not thinking of what the team name theme should be. But I think we'll just go with the theme of what the first round's going to be, and I would like you to come up with something 2020 related, preferably rude, ideally funny, topical. Those are your three things you want to go for: rude, funny, and topical, and maybe not obvious. So don't, just don't make it obvious. That's what everyone does. Whenever I give you something this vague, everyone goes for the same fucking thing. The best example being the last quiz I did in real life before the first lockdown in March. Everyone called their team the Wuhan Clan. 6 people out of 12 teams did it. So, let your imagination run wild. I would like your funniest, rudest, and most topical 2020 based team name theme game. And when we get to the marking, you will tweet your total score with that team name to the quiz. Rambling aside, hello, my flatmate's filming me for some sort of Inception-based. Who's watching? Is that Faye? No. Hello. It is. Anyway, let's do it. Round number 1. If you consider the picture round to be round number 0, this is round number 1. Best bits of 2020. Here we go. Question number 1. On what date did we go into the original lockdown? So on what date did we go into the original lockdown? And no, you can't have a bit of a point for the month because I said March a second ago. I need the exact date. Must be, yeah. Question number 2. What honour? So what the honours are done in class, aren't they? You've got all the different honours. What honour did Marcus Rashford receive from the Queen in her yearly honours list? So which of the honours has been bestowed as a suffix on Marcus Rashford's name by the Queen for his tireless efforts to feed children, something which is apparently disgusting? I think it's all under control. If you don't have a clue what's going on, if you have no idea, do a comment in the chat on the YouTube, message me on one of the various WhatsApp groups you might have me in, ask someone for my number, send me abuse, tweet me, whatever. As long as you know what's going on, because you are playing to win essentially bugger all this evening. So, question number 3: who did Rishi Sunak replace as Chancellor? So Rishi Sunak, the current Chancellor, wow, what a great guy. Everyone thought he was really fit, didn't they, at the beginning, and then now everyone thinks he's a dick. Who did he replace as the Chancellor of the Exchequer? That 2-0 already?
Yeah.
After how long?
I got an amazing goal as well.
20 minutes?
20 minutes, yeah. Not scored a goal in open play 5 games.
My glamorous assistant this evening is Jack, my flatmate, if anyone hasn't done the quiz before. He'll occasionally sort of laugh or snigger or go, what the fuck are you on about? Oh dear. Question number 4. In May, who did Forbes accuse of forging tax documents to make herself appear to be a billionaire? Forbes had last year announced that this person was likely to become the youngest ever, at least the youngest ever female billionaire. I can't remember exactly the specifics. It was quite funny, to be fair. So in May, who did Forbes accuse, I'm not here to get sued by a potential billionaire by saying they did it, because they allegedly forged tax documents to make themselves appear to be a billionaire. Who was that person? What filth is being watched in the background? That is, in fairness, it is England playing football. I don't know. It's hard to say.
It's super quiet.
It's very quiet, yeah. I think it must just me asking you who scored.
I'll turn it down.
Yeah.
I mean, the commentary's shite.
The commentary is shite. Maybe if you could commentate over the football.
I'll shut up. The football will shut up. Everyone will shut up on that.
Where are we? Question number 5. Bloody, so many people wishing Sarah happy birthday. Isn't that lovely? Question number 5. Who is Amy Coney Barrett? So who is Amy Coney Barrett? In 2020 news, who is she? And if you have no idea what I'm on about, and you're trying to ask me to be more specific, it probably means you don't know the answer. That's all I'm going to say. If you've heard that name, you will probably know who she is and what she's doing, job description, that kind of good. And here we go. At Nikki Bates on Twitter, who, for those who came to the previous quizzes, every week would send me a, horrifically offensive comparison for what I looked like on that day. Have you been taking hairstyle tips from that massive cock, Lawrence Fox? That's, I think, to be fair, that's your most offensive comment so far. That's pretty bad, isn't it? He's that, he's a bloody big racist, isn't he? So for the sake of argument, yes, he is indeed my style icon, and I wish I was as good a musician as he was. Where have we got to now? Question number 6. Cast your minds back. You might have even forgot about this. This was when it was the only really shit news at the time. How many years was Harvey Weinstein sentenced to in the jail? So how many years in the jail? Oh, this is great. People are answering, yeah. If you miss a question, stick it in there and someone else will let you know what it was instead of me. That's great. So question 6 was, how many years was Harvey Weinstein sentenced to in the jail? I need the exact number of years. Question 7. What does ACAB stand for? So what is the acronym ACAB? ACAB. That's been in the news on the Twitter and the social medias and the protests a lot this year. But what does it stand for? So ACAB, ACAB, what does it stand for? Question number 8. It was in the news yesterday and the day before. Elon Musk is about to become the 3rd richest person in the world. This year alone, he's made over or added $90 billion to his net worth. But what will his projected net worth be, making him the 3rd richest person in the world? So what is Elon Musk's newly projected net wealth going to be, which will make him somehow, considering no one has a Tesla or goes to space, but he will be becoming the 3rd richest person in the world. And to make him the 3rd richest person in the world, how much will he be worth? Bearing in mind, I've said that he's added $90 billion to his net wealth this year already. Question number 5, a repeat, because some of the stream froze, was who is Amy Coney Barrett? So Amy Coney Barrett, what is her job? She's been in the news more recently in the year, last month or so. Who is she? What does she do? Question number 9. Cast your minds back to a few months ago, and there was that massive explosion in Beirut. What compound was badly stored and then exploded? It is the 4th of August, there you go. So on the 4th of August, in Beirut, a large amount of what compound exploded in the port because it had been, everything had been done wrong. But what was the thing that exploded? That's what I want to know. And that's question number 9. And finally, on your 2020 roundup, question number 10. It's quite fitting, considering all the news today about the never-ending cycle of Tory reach arounds, the contracts and the like. Who is Tory MP John Penrose married to? So the Tory MP John Penrose is married to who? The Who is now considerably more well known than irrelevant Tory MP John Penrose himself. But who is he married to? Yeah, that's it. If you've followed the news at all in the last few months, you should know. So, who is Tory MP John Penrose married to? The person he's married to is indeed more famous than him for being shite. Johnny, I don't think it's necessarily harder than lockdown quiz number 1, at least not when we get into the next round. That's just, if you didn't know any of that, it serves you right for not watching the news. So there wasn't a single current affairs round in the lockdown 1 quizzes because it was at the time too depressing. Now it's sort of gone into comically depressing, so we can talk about it. But now it's lovely films and television and all that sort of stuff. So here we go with round number 2, films and TV. Question number 1. So Michaela Cole got well famous this year, didn't she, for writing, directing, starring in, producing I May Destroy You. But what was the name of the first programme that she wrote, produced, directed and starred in? So Michaela Cole was big news this year during the first lockdown, wasn't it, that I May Destroy You came out. What was the name of the first show that she did and produced, wrote, starred in, directed, blah, 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 blah. What was the name of that one? Question number 2. Michael Scott is the main character in which TV sitcom? So Michael Scott is the main character in which extremely popular TV sitcom? Question number 3. Who's playing Thatcher in the new series of The Crown? So who's playing Thatcher in the new series of The Crown? Apparently it's becoming a bit of a thing that people now think Thatcher seems quite nice based on this person playing them in a television programme. Question number 1, I can repeat that. So Michaela Cole was big news around the time of the first lockdown for her hit TV series I May Destroy You that she wrote, directed, produced, starred in, everything. But what was the first programme that Michaela Cole wrote, directed, produced, starred in, all the things? So what was the name of the first programme that she did all the stuff in before I May Destroy You?
Obviously, man.
That was question number 1.
I've got to be quiet because I think what do you want? Oh, okay.
Question number 3, which I just did, was who's playing Thatcher in The Crown? And then question number 4 is in which film does David Bowie star as a Goblin King? So in which film does David Bowie star as a Goblin King? So don't remember, at the end of this round, we'll be doing the music intros, and then once that's done, it'll be the halfway stage. You'll get about 10 minutes to go and have a shit, have some more wine, have a cigarette, have a small nap, whatever. And then, after that, we'll mark the picture round, the first round, the second round, the music intros, and then you'll submit your scores. And then after that will be the final 2 rounds, and of course the return of the drawing round, where I will set you a topic of something you have to draw and then submit your picture on Twitter, and we'll all like it and pick the best one. Simple. So where were we? Question number 5. In the film Groundhog Day, where can you find the picture round? You can find the picture round on this Twitter account. The picture round is to just name the random celebrity famous people on the pictures. There are 10 of them. It's, round 0, so to speak. If you have not yet found the pictures, they are on @Clibs Quiz, which I've just put the thing on the YouTube comments. If somehow you can't see that, even though you can't, if you're somehow watching me not on YouTube, which would be amazing, it's @Clibs Quiz, CLIBBS quiz. And you can find the pictures on there. Question, did I even do question 5? I don't think I did. So what song does the main character in Groundhog Day wake up to every morning? So in Groundhog Day, what song does he wake up to every single morning on Groundhog Day? So that's what song does he wake up to every morning on Groundhog Day? I did that in a real quiz once, and I did question 6 and said the same question again, and everyone went, "Why have you repeated the question?" So I will never, never make a joke that obvious again. Oh yeah, song title and artist, 100%. Half of the artist, half of the song. Half of the artist, half of the song. That format will carry on to the music intros round. You always need artist, song, half a point, 1 point in total. So half a point for the artist, half a point for the song. For the song they wake up to every morning in Groundhog Day. Question number 6. Who plays Jenny in Forrest Gump? So who plays Jenny in Forrest Gump? Question number 7. Despite everything that's gone on this year, there were the Oscars this year. They happened. What film won Best Picture? So what film won Best Picture at the Oscars this year? So once again, that was question number 7. What won Best Picture at the Oscars this year? What won it? Please. Thank you. Question 8. What was the first film directed by Quentin Tarantino? What was the first film directed by Quentin Tarantino? Johnny asked, what's Quizmaster Ed drinking? I'm drinking this bottle of Italian red from Piemonte. It's a blend of Barbera and Dolcetto, I think, and something else. I got it from the Theatre of Wine earlier. For those who are interested, it was wine with a cap. It's pretty good. So, it cost me £12.49 with a 10% industry discount. So yeah, thanks for asking, Johnny. Johnny also asks, what's everyone else drinking? So if every single other person could please answer that as specifically, it is technically a natural wine, yes. But it's, it's not too funky. It's nicely balanced. It's something to drink a whole bottle of hosting a quiz and not having any food. Amber's drinking tap water. But anyone else, you've been demanded by Johnny, who's the manager of the Old Fountain, which is the current home of the actual quiz, and you must answer him with an in-depth description of what you are drinking. The first two answers have been rhubarb and ginger tea and tap water. Good. It has a chicken on the bottle. Oh, that's a classic. That's the classic. That's the pinnacle of corner shop wine. The Villers Ferme, isn't it? Staple, always good. Get it in every supermarket and corner shop, and it's always got turmeric tea. Little Barolo. Now that sounds good. Unoaked Argentinian Malbec. Simon Foster, where from? Simon, I'd like to know where you bought that from, please. The emoji's good, but the specificity of the venue of purchase could be. Keller Pills, great. Anyway, that's not a quiz. So 8, we've done that. What was Tarantino's first film? Jack from the Sutton Arms is drinking some Boxcar Brewery. Question number 9. I like this question. I like it a lot. Which two James Bond films starred Timothy Dalton? So which two James Bond films starred Timothy Dalton, the man best known for his role as the supermarket owner in Hot Fuzz? We've got someone drinking someone's on a Joe Hurst on the Tyskie, rate that highly. Some Hackney, some Chianti with some stickers on, which means it won awards. Joe's off the Tyskie and now on the McKellar, and Tuggers is drinking that Danish brewery whose name I can Amundsen. That's it. They're Danish, yeah. There you go. There's the update you all wanted. The shipping forecast of booze. Co-op, £8. For those wondering where Simon Foster got his unoaked Argentinian Malbec. Simon, how would you rate it out of 10? Please. And the final question, number 10, in the films round. What was the name? This is a good one. The films and TV round. What was the name of the shop next door to Black Books in the comedy Black Books? And who played Fran, who runs the shop next to Black Books in the comedy Black Books? Half a point for each bit. If you've never seen Black Books or heard of Black Books with Dylan Moran and Bill Bailey and this other person who I'm not naming, then you're not going to have a fucking clue what I'm talking about, are you? So, but once again, what was the name of the shop that is next door to Black Books, the bookshop in the comedy Black Books? And what is the name of the person who plays Fran, the character who runs the shop next door to Black Books, the bookshop in the comedy Black Books, starring Bill Bailey and Dylan Moran? That could be on a t-shirt, I think, that what I've just said there. More Chianti from Waitrose. There we fucking go. Bonus points for whoever's drinking Boxcar. Says Walter Warm. I don't know who Walter Warm is, but it was Jack from the Sutton Arms, which is a great pub. This has now turned some sort of like one-upmanship on one WhatsApp group of who's drinking the best booze. with that, now before we do the music introductions round, where I'm going to play you 10 music intros by holding a speaker up to the screen, I'm going to go for a wee. I'm probably going to sit down and do it, in case you're wondering. And when I get back, we'll do the music introductions. And then after that, 10 minutes marking answers, second half of the quiz. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
I was looking back to see if you were. I was looking back to see if you were looking back at me to see me looking back at you. It's not been so hard tonight. You can breathe through my mind. Just as long as my fingers so hard tonight. I was looking back to see if you were looking back at me to see me looking back at you. I was looking back to see if you were looking back at me to see me looking back at you. But if your heart was mine, I'll sure as hell retaliate. You can breathe my mind. As long as my fingers so hard tonight. You can breathe my mind. As long as my fingers so hard tonight.
Anyway, I'm back. I was trying to find, with all that talk of wine, the book of Best Supermarket Wines 2020, which I'd highly recommend if you are an enthusiast of supermarket wines, which we all should be. Best Supermarket Wines 2020. Find it on the bloody. My sister just accused me of never sending her a request to play chess on Chess Time, the app, if anyone fancies it. I did, and she's ignored it. So I'm just going to repeat 2 more questions. So the last 3 questions. 8 was, what was Quentin Tarantino's first film as director? 9 was, which 2 James Bond films starred Timothy Dalton? Hilariously, Sarah, whose birthday it is, actually had to go and make an emergency picking up trip. So it's actually late to the quiz, which is, a real shitter. So she's catching up. I've sent her the answers. That was a Freudian slip, something that didn't happen. I've sent her the questions so she can catch up. Happy to prove it. Question 9 was the James Bond films that starred Timothy Dalton. 2 of them, what were they? And question number 10 was the shop next door to Black Books. What was it called, and what's the name of the actor who plays Fran, who runs it? Anyway, so we've now reached the best bit of the quiz, which is the music intros round, where I hold a speaker up to the computer and hope you can all hear it. And I will play 10 songs. I'll play the introduction to those 10 songs. I will play each introduction twice. You will get half a point for naming the artist. You will get half a point for naming the song. Today, there are no duets or collaborations, so it's a simple one artist answer per question. Oh, Nick, who insulted me, calling me Lawrence Fox, is drinking Schlenkerla Marzen, which is probably the best beer in the world, so good for him. Anyway, so like I said, I'm going to play 10 intros to 10 songs. I have no idea how good it's going to sound through the speaker, but it's going to be the same for everyone. Half point for the artist, half point for the song. I'll play each song twice. Here we go. And I'll play it again. If you really can hear nothing, let me know, and there's not really anything I can do about it. So this is number one again, and it is a tune. You're right. You are right. So that's song number one. There you go. Song number two, I'm going to play a very, very, very short bit of, because if you don't get it, then there is no hope for you anyway. There you go, 10 seconds of that. That's all you need. Sounds decent. Thank you very much. And again, 10 seconds of this. That was song number two. So half of the artist, half of the song. Hopefully you are keeping up so far. Here's song number three. And again. So there you go. That was number three, which is a massive tune, isn't it? Here we go with number four. And again. So that's that. Yeah, you know, the next couple of songs are questionable for many reasons. And that's fine. Don't pretend that you don't love them, and that's about it, really. So here we go. Song number 5. Stop. And again. And again. That's that. So then we're halfway through. Let's get a few inquiries, you know. Make it stop. Oh God, you got too much there. And again. Stop. So again then, now there you go, that's probably you're not going to find many quizzes when you hear 2 songs that good back to back. And, you know, is this next one a step down? Some would say yes. And again, that's number 7. So that was number 7. What did you miss? Someone missed something. Which one? If you are lucky, which you probably are going to be, after the end of the next 3 songs, when we start the 10-minute break, before I go through the answers, I'll play each song again once. Because I'm a bloody generous guy. And next up is this. As if it could not get any better. We, really go into the upper echelons of musical creativity and originality with this. Which instantly had the most bass of any of the songs we played so far. So well done to the producers of that legendary pop banger. And here it is again. So that was number 8. Number 9, something that couldn't be more different to what we've had so far. And number 10, the coming together of all things good of the round so far. So here we go with something completely different. Number 9. And again. That's enough of that. Before it gets to the good bit that anyone recognises, we will stop it there. Jack, I think he's here.
Shut up.
Just my other flatmate going home. And number 10 is this.
Fuck that for you. Fuck that for you. Fuck that for you. Fuck that for you. Fuck that for you.
And again, number 10.
Fuck that for you. Fuck that for you. Fuck that for you. Fuck that for you. Fuck that for you.
If you're paying attention, you'll realise I played too much of that. So, there we are. That's the halfway stage of the quiz. I'm now going to give you, let's call it 7 minutes until 9 o'clock to finalise the answers to the beginning of the quiz. And that includes the picture round. If you haven't found it yet, then you're an idiot. In round number 1, the best of 2020. Round number 2, films and television. And round number 3, the music introductions round. I'll come back in 5 minutes, and whether you're at the computer looking or not, I will do the introductions to the songs one more time in 5 minutes. And then what we'll do is run through the answers, and then what you'll do is tweet at Clibs Quiz, team name, score so far. That's it. And then some more things will happen. Nice. Right. Oh, right. It's been 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do now is replay the music introductions. So if you missed this, I'm not doing it again. Tough shit. And the requests are flooding in for me to change hairstyle in the second half of the quiz. So that will probably happen as well. Oh yeah. Well, I didn't. Let me do this first, and then we'll go back to the charity in a minute. So here we go. Songs again. I'm going to play them each once, 1 to 10. Number 1. Song number 2. You don't need that. Song number 3. Song number 4. Come on. Fucking, so rude. Next. And the next one. And the next one. And number 9. And number 10.
Fuck that for you. Fuck that for you. Fuck that for you. Fuck that for you.
So that was that. Thanks for Joe Cocker. Yeah, that was fine. It's on a bloody great playlist I'm working on about samples. Repeat of question number 10 from round 1. Which Torium P. John Penrose is married to who? And that's it on your repeats. That's time on that bit. So it's now 9:01. which means it's time to mark the first half of the quiz. So what we're going to do is mark the picture round first, 1 point. Everything's got one, there's 1 point for every question in the quiz. We'll do the pictures round 1, round 2. I'll play the songs again, but the bits you recognise, and you get the points for that, and then we'll do the score. So, picture round first. Let me get it up to look at myself. Number 1 is legendary pop star nonce Gary Glitter. So that's number 1. Number 2, completely innocent couple, Kate and Jerry McCann. So you can have half a point for Kate, half a point for Jerry. And if you didn't even put McCann, I don't know, you probably don't get anything, but this is your marking. So, if you didn't do any of the original quizzes, my dad somehow basically turned every week into just a competition of who can make the best McCann joke. So there they are, the definitely innocent couple themselves, Kate and Jerry McCann. 3, Natalie Cassidy, soap legend. 4, Alison Hammond, who does stuff on This Morning, and I believe was on Big Brother. 5, winner of the first series of Big Brother, Craig Phillips. 6, died this week, Des O'Connor. 7, not a proven celebrity nonce, but John McCririck. 8, Michaela Strachan. Sorry, just a brief. Didn't have all my answers in place. So 8 was Michaela Strachan. 9, late 80s children's television presenter Andy Crane. If you got that pick number 1. Can you have Sonia from EastEnders? No, but you can have. No, you can't. She's more than just Sonia from EastEnders. She's a real person called Natalie Cassidy. 1 was Gary Glitter. Johnny, you should know that. Anyway, 9 was Andy Crane, and 10, Dave Benson Phillips. So 10 was Dave Benson Phillips, the only light TV celebrity of the time, more entertaining to name than Pat Sharp. So there you go. That was the picture round. This is round number 1. On what date did we go into lockdown? Who's saying fucking 7 was... Who's banging on about Savile? No, it's not. It's not Savile. Fucking hell. 7 was John McCririck. We don't know that he was a paedophile. And 8 was Michaela Strachan. See, Andy Crane is not. He wasn't even that. He was late 80s and even in the early 90s. So he's not even that old. So there, hopefully you've got it. Keep asking if you want to know anything else. Number 1 on the 2020 round. Lockdown began on the 23rd of March. Like I said, I'd already told you it was March, so you need to get the 23rd to get a point. Nothing else is fine. Nothing else is fine? Nothing else is acceptable. Marcus Rashford is an MBE. So Marcus Rashford is an MBE. Someone has made his Wikipedia page say Sir Marcus Rashford MBE, but it's MBE. 3, Rishi Sunak replaced Sajid Javid as the Chancellor of the Exchequer, which you've got to hand it to him. He is at least more qualified than Sajid Javid at that job. 4, in May, Forbes accused Kylie Jenner of forging tax documents to pretend to be a billionaire because she's shit. 5, Amy Coney Barrett is the new Supreme Court judge in the US, or Trump's appointment for the Supreme Court. It was they were rushing it through. She's the Supreme Court lady. 6, Harvey Weinstein was sentenced to 23 years in jail, which, you know, it's not life, is it? So probably should be longer. So Harvey Weinstein, 23 years. 6, that was 6. 7, ACAB stands for All Cops Are Bastards. So 7 is All Cops Are Bastards. It's annoying that we use that in this country because, you know, it should be police and dickheads or bellends or something. It's not a great acronym, if I'm honest. 8, Elon Musk is about to become worth. Pubs had to close on Friday the 20th of March to sort it. No, we officially went into lockdown on the 23rd, I am afraid. I Googled that as well. I Googled it. I did a Google. I did a Google. I'm afraid, sorry. Elon Musk's net worth is about to become $117.5 billion. I would accept 117 or 117 and a half. Anything else is unacceptable, I'm afraid. So $117 billion is Elon Musk's projected new net worth, making him the 3rd richest man in the world. 9, the compound that blew up in Beirut was ammonium nitrate. So ammonium nitrate. And number 10, Tory MP John Penrose is married to incompetent horse enthusiast and head of NHS Test and Trace, Dido Harding. Officially the 2nd best celebrity Dido. So yeah, number 10 is Dido Harding. Moving on to the next round. Michaela Cole's first programme was Chewing Gum. So Chewing Gum was Michaela Cole's first programme. Number 2, Michael Scott is the main character in the US Office. I think if you put The Office, you don't get it. Because there should be a stark difference between The Office, the good one, and the American one, which is for people who have a underdeveloped taste in comedy, as I imagine many of you do, and that is hopefully insulting. 3, Thatcher in The Crown is played by Gillian Anderson, who's obviously great, which is a difficult balance. 4, David Bowie is the Goblin King in Labyrinth. 5, in Groundhog Day, you get a half a point for I Got You, Babe, and half a point for Sonny and Cher. Johnny, I feel like you're not paying attention really, or your internet shit. So 3, 4, and 5 again. 3 was Gillian Anderson. 4 was Labyrinth. And 5 I've just done. I Got You, Babe for half. And Sonny and Cher for the other half. The American Office isn't that bad. But, you know, who wants to invest their time watching things that aren't that bad? You know, you all deserve better. 6, Forrest Gump Jenny is played by Robin Wright, who you may know from playing Claire Underwood in House of Cards with another legendary celebrity nonce, Kevin Spacey. 7, Best Picture at the Oscars was Parasite. So Parasite won Best Picture at the Oscars. 8, Tarantino's first film as director was Reservoir Dogs. So 8 was Reservoir Dogs. 9, Timothy Dalton was in the one that everyone forgets. Johnny, you're winding me up now. I know I'm not having this. Not round 1. In the last round, oh, fucking hell. Right, I'll come back to that. So Tarantino's first one was Reservoir Dogs. 9, Timothy Dalton, James Bond, the one everyone forgets, The Living Daylights for half, and the one that some people begrudgingly remember, License to Kill. It's actually not that bad. And number 10, Black Books. The shop next door was called Nifty Gifty, and Fran was played by the excellent Tamsin Gregg. Half a Nifty Gifty, half a Tamsin Gregg. Any questions with 2 parts of an answer or more, you can only ever get 1 point. So, Johnny, what do you want? 3, 4, and 5, last round, round 1, not round 2. So 3 in round 1, the answer was Sajid Javid. 4 from round 1, the answer was Kylie Jenner. And 5 from round number 1, the answer was she's the new Supreme Court judge, or Trump's appointment to the Supreme Court recently. Anything that represents that kind of answer. Can I get a point for telling you what street Black Books was filmed in? No, but I would be interested to know. Lee Street, Holborn. Well, there you go. You've all learned at least one thing in the quiz tonight, and that is Black Books was filmed on Lee Street in Holborn, next to North Sea Fish Restaurant, which is a lovely place. And this is your guide to London, Jack from the Sutton Arms. So, next up on the marking is the songs. I'm going to play them and try and skip to the bits that you will know. And you get half of the artist, half of the song. It's that simple. Somebody will ask, do I get half a point for each bit? But that's fine. I'm used to it.
There was a better way of life, and I was just trying to find. You know, also 110th Street. Pimps trying to catch a woman that's sweet.
That is Across 110th Street by Bobby Womack, made most famous by the film Jackie Brown by Quentin Tarantino. So that was Across 110th Street by Bobby Womack. Number 2 is obviously...
From life that he could give, I said somebody's got to take care of him. So I quit school, that's what I did. Driving in your car, speeds of bicycle like I was young.
It's Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. You all knew that. If you didn't get that, that's weird, and you should be ashamed. I would argue it's also weird if you didn't get this. Number 3.
Yeah, I like it. You know,
It's Too Close by Blue. I just had a message saying I didn't get that about Tracy Chapman. So what are you going to do? So that's Too Close by Blue, their first ever number 1 UK single. 4 is this. As sampled by Will Smith, but it's not. If you put Will Smith, you don't get it. It's not that song.
do you ever wonder? You say anything, better believe it. Just like my love, everlasting. Oh, and the beat goes on.
And the Beat Goes On by the Whispers. So And the Beat Goes On by the Whispers. Number 5 is this.
They say that I would make a mistake, and they say you mess me up, and you'll be there when I needed somebody. You'll be there.
It's Picture You by Boyzone. When you really think about it, Ronan Keating's voice is really fucking weird. So that was Picture You by Boyzone. Next.
I hope I'll be your love, be everything that you need. I love you more if every breath you leave badly
deeply do.
Truly, Madly, Deeply by Savage Garden. So that's Savage Garden. Truly, Madly, Deeply by Savage Garden. Next, I've thrown the speaker on the floor. Next is this.
I'm killing time, sitting there beside my son. You, I wanted you so long. Why you have to drop that bomb on me?
7 Days in Sunny June by Jamiroquai. Obviously. 7 Days in Sunny June by Jamiroquai. Is there be someone out there wondering? You only, half of the artist, half of the song. Next is this.
I can hide them all. Bruise easily, so be gentle when you handle me. There's a mark you leave.
I Bruise Easily by the superior Bedingfield sibling, Natasha. So I Bruise Easily by Natasha Bedingfield, which shockingly I don't think was ever a number one. Next is this. That's Audio Slave, and the song often called Cachis, but I believe it's called Cajis because it's named after some sort of Native American someone or another, chief, that's it. There's no definitive thing on the internet how it's pronounced, even though it's been out for about 15 years. But it's that song that looks like it's spelt Cochise by Audio Slave, which was Chris Cornell and some of the bits of Rage Against the Machine. And number 10 was this.
Fuck that for you. Fuck that for you. Fuck that for you. Fuck that for you. Fuck that for you.
You're late today. Let me tell you what it's like and what is true. I get high and out, ain't got much to do.
Let's Do Something by Macy Gray. So there you go. Do Something by Macy Gray. Now, what needs to happen is going to be that you top your scores up, you get your team name, you tweet at Clibs Quiz, which I'm going to put in the, just in case someone's going to have missed it. And you're going to tweet me your team name and your total score so far. I think Macy Gray sounds a bit like Ronan Keating. That's fair. No, Ronan Keating sounds like Macy Gray. So yeah, tweet at Clibs Quiz, team name, score, and everyone else go on and like, right, important, like the team name that you think is the funniest. Don't like all of them. Don't like because they got a good score. Like the team name you think is the funniest. Then with my input, we will decide on the winner of the team name theme game, which is your rude, funny, topical 2020 name. And then we'll come back. I'll say who's winning and we'll do the last 2 rounds and we'll do some drawing. Alan Hill doesn't have Twitter. Alan, stick it on here, mate. Do a comment on there. If you haven't got Twitter, do a YouTube comment or get a Twitter account, all right? Yes, you have to tweet. There you go. I'm going to have a wee. I'm going to put you all on mute for a minute. I'll be back. Right back. There you go. As requested, Amber and other people. The hair change for you and your pleasure. So, hush down, Macy. Right. So what you need to do now is you need to start tweeting me with your scores, and then getting on the Twitter and finding out which one you like the most. So I'm going to read them out as we go. So, I will survive, in brackets with one disposable face mask, 28. 2020, Des O'Connor, 27 at 40. A&E, excuse me. A&E was packed when I accidentally fell on the vacuum pipe, 21 and a half. It came, it spread, it conquered, 36 and a half. Fuck's sake, Amber. A bit shit, 21 and a half. That's not mum, you don't, that was definitely you, wasn't it, mum? It's very you. Comings and goings, 18 and a half. Sorry, Dawn, I've heard that a lot. Take your dick. Score, 23 and a half. RIP Des O'Connor. Can you do the yes or no game, please? Yes. Hi, Edders. Our team name is just a bit shit and our points added up to. It's weird that both of my family teams have done a bit shit and just a bit shit. Team, I won by a lot, 23 and a half. So, fuck that. So Amber's team are winning again. This happened for the first few quizzes last time. But I've been told it's Aaron, who's Amber's boyfriend, who works for Polly's Brew Co. in Wales, who is the brains behind the operation. So with 36 and a half, they're winning by miles. The good news today is that there's no prizes up for grabs of any meaning. So, but the biggest question is, can I take your dick? Can I take my dick? I don't know. Zoom and gloom. That's that's good. And that's been submitted by Planted. No idea who that is. My chair sounds like farts. No, I think it might just be someone farting. It's got so many fucking bloody. I think we're there, right? So currently winning is It Came, It Spread, It Conquered with 36.5. Best team name? Annoyingly, the most likes so far have gone to It Came, It Spread, It Conquered, and they can't win both. So, the winning team, and then a clever use of claim is disputed. Nikki Bates with 28.5. So you have a couple more minutes to do some liking, get there. And while you're doing that, I'm going to decide on what the drawing round is going to be for the second half, and then we'll do the rest of the quiz. The trouble is that I can now I'm just going to do this a lot more. I feel like fucking that guy who does it all the time with his hair. I can't think of.
Also,
oh, here we go. I can now only come to Clibon's online quiz, which is funny, A, because they spelled my surname wrong, and B, because I'm the only thing that can make them come. So that is funny. A few more lights coming in for Des O'Connor, I can see. So the popular vote at the moment is saying It Came, It Spread, It Conquered, but I think the likes are because they're winning. The likes for someone who's definitely not winning are currently going to 2020 Des O'Connor. Oh, we've got some more coming on here, have we? Let me have a look. 29.5 for Team Yaboa. Sorry, I got 24.5. Tuggers, what was your team name? Actually, that's what I need to do. I need to retweet them all. I forgot that's how it works. It's the retweeting bit that gets the likes. I've forgotten. I'm glad that someone remembers how I used to do this. So we won't announce the winner of the team name theme game for a bit because I've forgotten how it works. So I'm doing is I'm retweeting, which I used to do and was my idea for how it worked, which I've forgotten. All of the team names. Amber, you just have loads of fucking followers. That's what we've realised here. So now what you can do is you can go up. It makes it. The two big beer industry Twitter accounts involved have got all the likes because everyone follows them. So now, right, go on the Clips Quiz thing, look at all the things I've retweeted, like your favourite, yeah. So we're now there. You can now see all of the team names. We're getting there. What I'm going to tell you now, while I've got your attention, which I hope they always have, is the drawing round. So throughout the second half of the quiz, I'm just going to say your topic, you have to draw it, and at the end you will submit with your final score, your picture, and again we're all like it. So all I'm going to say is, and you can obviously, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can Google it, and this is your chance to be, you know, satirical, cutting, you know, woke, whatever you want to be. I'd like you to draw, which I guess is kind of a way of drawing the current state of the United Kingdom. I'd like you to draw the reaction to the Sainsbury's Christmas advert in a cutting and satirical manner. That's the thing. I'm going to give you the theme. I'm going to give you is the shocking reaction to the Sainsbury's Christmas advert. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google it. And this is, you know, you can, flex your satirical muscles in a way of, you know, being morally superior to the people who didn't like the Sainsbury's Christmas advert. That's all I'm going to say. Go with that. Anyway, where are we getting with the likes now? So, only come to Clinton's online quiz with 4 likes. Zoom and Gloom has got 3 likes. Which I will give it, I'm just being subject. So Planted, who did that, is Molly, who has the pleasure of being able to call me her boyfriend. That's her vegan catering company. You should all follow them. And then, oh yeah, what I was going to do, sorry Sarah, is tonight's sponsored charity is... But Sarah, can you just tell me the name of the charity? It's Facebook's not loading. So normally people donate £2 a person to enter the quiz and people get the winning money. You can't do that now, so we'd like to give charity, preferably give more than £2. So it's going to Cats Protection, which it's just not working. So what I'll do afterwards, I'll post a link to the charity of Sarah's choosing for her birthday. You know, Team Tuggers OnlyFans, nice, 24.5. I think, yeah, you know, the main purpose is that you give some money to charity. Very important. So, with all that bollocks out of the way, time's getting on. Let's do the last 2 rounds of the quiz, which are geography, and of course, in that time you will do your drawing, which is a satirical representation through art of the reaction to the Sainsbury's Christmas advert, which is about as, you know, bold and on trend as, and, you know, cutting as a pub quiz round can get, I think. That's what we're here for. Why are your big sleeves? Where are your big... I don't know what you're talking about. So, geography, here we go. Let's do some more quiz instead of me waffling on. Stalagmites, stalactites, which one is which? So stalagmites and stalactites. Stalagmite, stalactite. Which one is which? So your answer should be stalagmite is that one or that one. Stalactite is that one or that one or that one or that one. You know, one goes up, one goes down. I'd like you to specify which one is which. Of course, the only way to get the point on this is to get both right. You can't write the same for both and bank on getting half a point. So no halves, just full point. Question number 2, nice and easy. What is the study of weather known as? So what is the word for the study of weather? Three, what is the state capital of New York? So what is the state capital of New York? Question number 4. What is the capital of Uruguay? So that's question number 4. What is the capital of Uruguay? Amber's mum wants to win the cactus. I could give the cactus away, to be fair. I did. So it's the cactus of flatmate who moved out in lockdown 1 and hasn't come back. So don't be on mind. I'll ask him now and see what he says. Let's find out. So this is for a potential cactus-based prize. Anyway, we'll find reports on whether the cactus is an acceptable quiz prize or not coming. 5. In 1960, the most powerful earthquake of all time was recorded in which South American country? It registered 9.4, between 9.4 and 9.6 on the scale of magnitude. So in 1960, and this is still to date the most powerful earthquake of all time, was recorded in which South American country? Sorry, I missed question number 2. Question number 2 was, what's the study of weather called? Easiest question on the board. And then that last one, number 5, was in 1960, the most powerful earthquake of all time was recorded in which South American country? It is still the most powerful earthquake ever recorded. Leading us on to question number 6. I don't know if this is, it's a good question, I think. Not that they all aren't great questions, but turn it up, Ed, as in the song. As in, take a good look around. I know it's not much, but it's okay. We keep on moving on. Anyway, apparently the intros round for this evening has sparked a Spotify radio including 5. So, question number 6, which is I was saying, as I like this question. Which major UK city was founded in the 7th century on the River Ray, which is spelt R-E-A. So it's spelt River Rhea, but it's pronounced Ray. So which major UK city was founded in the 7th century on the River Ray? 5 with a 5 are excellent, Dave, you're right.
When the rainy days are dying, you gotta keep on trying. All the bees and birds are flying.
So enough 5. They are stealing my thunder. 7. What's the southernmost stop on the Northern Line? So what stop is at the southern end of the Northern Line? So that was question number 7. Which stop is at the southern end of the Northern Line? Question number 8. What is the capital city of Armenia? So what is the capital city of Armenia? The geography round is often very obviously and shamelessly influenced by which episode of Parts Unknown with Anthony Bourdain I've watched that week. So that's question number 8. What is the capital city of Armenia? Question number 9. What borough of London is Romford in? So Romford is in which London borough? No. Bear's not going to let me give the cactus away as a quiz prize. Sorry, everybody. I'd have to pay 15 quid for the cactus to give it to you, so it's a shame, isn't it?
Can you read it really quickly?
No.
Okay.
In a minute.
I'll sponsor you.
I will accept text messages. So that was what borough is Romford in. Question number 6. 6 was which major UK city was founded in the 7th century on the River Ray, spelled R-E-A, pronounced Ray. And number 10, another question that I thoroughly enjoyed, inspired by this week's University Challenge. What's the largest Gothic cathedral in Northern Europe, but also Germany's most visited landmark? So what is A, the largest Gothic cathedral in Northern Europe, but it's also Germany's most visited landmark? He's definitely getting wound up about that. Bear on the group. So yeah, that was geography, which leads us in seamlessly to the final round of the quiz, which is of course always, as it will always be, the music trivia round. And this week, once more, so number 10 again was, what is the largest Gothic church, cathedral in Northern Europe, and also it is Germany's most visited landmark? That's the question. Leads, yes, final round of this evening, music trivia. What I'm going to do, it's very straightforward. Every question is the same format. I'm going to tell you the name of a song. the year it came out, and you're going to write the artist. In this, there are some duets. With the duets, you will get half a point for one of them and half a point for the other one. In the rest of them, you just get the full point for the name of the artist. So I'm going to say the song and the year. You will write the artist. All I'm going to say is some of them are properly bastard questions. Okay? Think about the year. All right? There won't be any, oh, I said the year is final. Song, year. All right? That's all I'm saying. Question number 1. Dancing in the Street, 1985. So Dancing in the Street, 1985. Who is it released by? Yeah. Question number 2. Love Fool, 1996. So Love Fool, 1996. Question number 3. Round Round, 2002. Round Round, 2002. Johnny, what round did you want question 4 from? Round 4? Fucking what's going on here? So yeah, 3 was Round Round, 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 2002. Who released that single? 4, Teenage Dream, 2010. So Teenage Dream, 2010. Who released that single? Five, Where the Wild Roses Grow, 1995. So Where the Wild Roses Grow, 1995. Apparently I've muted myself. I'm back. Sorry, I was busy typing capital of Uruguay out for Johnny there. Where did we get to? Where are we? Where are we? Someone give me the question number. The last question was 6. So 5 was Where the Wild Roses Grow, 1995. 6, As, 1999. So the song was As, A-S, 1999. It's just like the good old days, isn't it? Running smoothly. Question 7. Hush, 1969. So Hush, 1969. Eight. Dreams 2005. So 8 is Dreams, is the name of the song, the year 2005. Nine, Respect 1965. So that was 9, Respect 1965. And number 10 is Cocaine 1976. So the song was Cocaine and the year was 1976. So hopefully 9 again, please, was Respect. And the year 1965. And so hopefully you're all up to date. You've now got 8 minutes until 10 o'clock to finalise your answers, to finish your drawing, and then we'll run through those last 2 rounds. Then you'll submit your total score on Twitter with your picture, your drawing. People will go on, you'll like based on the drawing that's the best, and I'll read out who's won, and that'll be it. We'll have completed the glorious return of the Publess Mega Quiz. So looking at likes on the team name, Comings and Goings have got 6 likes. It Came, It Spread, It Conquered have 8 likes, and they're currently winning. And then also 2020 Des O'Connor have 6 likes. So I'm going to call it a draw. I've not got any prizes to give away. You've all done quite well. They're not the best names we've had, you know. There was some fucking gold back in the day in, when was that? When did we last do the quiz? August? Don't know. Can't remember. No, earlier than that. Whenever the football came back on the TV, that's when we stopped, wasn't it? But with that in mind, do your own thing for another 6 minutes, and then we'll do some marking. Gonna mute you. Katie, save the draw. Well, you've done the drawing now, but save your drawing upload for when you upload your score as well. All right? Yeah. Just gonna mute you all for a little bit. And we're back. And apparently we're listening to Linger by the Cranberries. So.
You got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to?
3 minutes left.
Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? Oh, I thought you were you. I thought you were wrong. But I was wrong. I was wrong. You kept on trying not to lie. So I wouldn't be so confused, and I wouldn't be serious. But you always really knew. I just wanna be with you. And me so deep. You know I'm such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? You know I'm such a fool for you.
Right then, 1 minute left to finalise your answers. You know, you can keep going with the drawing until it's time to submit, but other than that, 2 minutes left.
So I think you can.
Right, it's 10 o'clock. I reckon that's time to start marking. So, you've had your time. If you haven't got the question, if you haven't got the answer to the question yet, because you don't fucking know it, all right? I think we're there. I think we're all good. So, let's do the marking. Here we go. Pens at the ready. Geography, question number 1, stalagmite, stalactite. So, a stalagmite, with the G, stalagmite, goes up from the ground because the water drips down, forms the thing. And a stalactite is a rock formation that hangs from the ceiling. So, stalagmite, up, stalactite, down. That's it. 1 point for getting them both right, that's it. 2, the study of weather is, of course, meteorology. So that's meteorology. Number 3, the state capital of New York is Albany. Or Albany, whatever. 4, the capital of Uruguay is Montevideo. That was another great Anthony Bourdain episode on Netflix. Watch it.
After the first World Cup ever was.
And it was, yeah. When next who ever won the first World Cup? Was it also in Uruguay?
Uruguay won it.
Yeah, but where was it?
Montevideo.
was hosted there, and they won it. Yeah, there you go. 5. The most powerful earthquake of all time was recorded in Chile. So it's Chile is the answer. It was the Valdivia earthquake was the name of the earthquake, because that was the place that felt it the most. But Chile is the answer. 6, the major UK city that was founded on the River Ray was Birmingham. So Birmingham was founded on the River Ray. 7, the southernmost stop on the Northern Line is, of course, Morden. 8, the capital of Armenia is Yerevan. So Yerevan is the capital of Armenia. 9, Romford is in Havering. Havering is the borough. I think it's a much underappreciated borough. It's the one that's right at the end of the Central Line. And 10, the largest Gothic church in Northern Europe, which is also Germany's most visited landmark, is Cologne Cathedral. 7 was Morden, Dawn. So Morden is at the bottom of the Northern Line. And then we had Yerevan for Armenia, Havering, where Romford is, and Cologne Cathedral is Germany's most visited landmark, because it was on University Challenge in a question about Kolsch, the beer. It was the second selection of questions about geography and beer in Germany in 3 weeks of University Challenge. It's weird. Anyway, we'll move on to the songs. Round number 5, whatever round it is. The last round, music trivia. Number 1, Dancing in the Street in 1985. David Bowie and Mick Jagger. So you can have half for David Bowie and half for Mick Jagger. Half for Mick Jagger, half for David Bowie. Number 2, 1996, Love Fool, The Cardigans.
Yeah.
So number 2, The Cardigans. Number 3, Round Round, was a 2002 hit single for the Sugar Babes. So Sugar Babes was number 3. Number 4, Teenage Dream, was a 2010 single for Katy Perry. So Katy Perry is number 4. 5, Where the Wild Roses Grow in 1995 was Nick Cave for half, and Kylie, or I would accept, of course, Kylie Minogue for the other half. So half for Nick Cave, half for Kylie for number 5. Number 6, As in 1999 was by George Michael and Mary J. Blige. Or as you may know her, Mary J. Blige. So George Michael for half, Mary J. Blige or Blige for the other half. Originally, of course, by Stevie Wonder, but that is irrelevant because it did not come out in 1999. As is, it's an amazing song. It's a fantastic. It's a brilliant song. 7, Hush in 1969. Was released by Deep Purple. So Hush in 1969 was Deep Purple. 8, Dreams in 2005 was The Game. So Dreams was The Game, the rapper, member of G Unit, friends with 50 Cent. The Game is the answer. Now these two, I hope more than anything, I have really, really fucked you. I really hope. Number 9, Respect in 1965 is Otis Redding. Aretha Franklin's cover came out in 1967, so it's not that. That is Respect in 1965 is by Otis Redding. And number 10, Cocaine in 1976 was by J.J. Cale. The Eric Clapton version came out the following year. So I hope that the last 2 questions you all got wrong. So 9 was Otis Redding, 10 was J.J. Cale. Top your scores up, finish your drawing, and when you're ready, tweet at Clips Quiz. Picture, team name, score.
Nice.
There you go.
Halfway. You get absolutely yeah, I was
Don't give me a score without a drawing, Nikki. Come on. Where's your drawing? Drawing and team name. Come on. Dad, where's your fucking drawing? The bad news is that some of the scores coming in are barely at the level of the score that won, which is a shame.
After midnight, we gonna let it all hang out. After midnight, we gonna chill and shout. What you want, what you got it, and what you need, baby, you got it.
You're joking.
When I come home,
And the scores are flooding in. There's some good drawings. I like Planted's drawing of Say No's, which was going to be KKK members, but then was decided it couldn't be acceptable from a professional business Twitter account. Silly white Xmas racist with the ball sack. Johnny, that's great. I like it. I like it a lot. Nice Nazi joke, Will, there. I'm here for that. Jack, you're exploding gammon. Beautiful. The positioning of the exploding gammon next to my face that about, man? You know, I love foreigners. Everyone knows that. So, you know, the winners are going to be Amber and fucking, who else are you doing it with? Amber, Charlie BT, Matt BT, and Aaron. Love you, Aaron. They've got 53.5. No one's beating that. But that's fine because we're here for fun. My favourite drawing so far is Silly White Xmas Racists. It's an excellent, it's the best. I don't know if it's a ball sack with a face or a ball sack with only a bell end attached. Some sort of like very efficient micro, like shaftless micro penis. I like it a lot. I'm going to retweet it now. So I'm retweeting them all now. Please get on there and look. So we know who's won, as far as I'm concerned. I've now retweeted all the pictures. I think, you know, it's been a good quiz, hasn't it? I've had a nice time. Hopefully you have too.
Yeah, like sometimes it's so it's just like what's now it's just like
Yeah, I really think, you know. Oh, here we go. So yeah, so the charity of choice by Sarah. Happy birthday to Sarah. Thank you for asking me to do the quiz. I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. I hope you have as well. You know, it makes me wonder, should I do it all the time during lockdown? Is cats protection. So if you Google cats protection, you can go on there and, you know, they save cats. If, like my mother or my best friend Sardi, you fucking hate cats, give it to another worthwhile charity if you don't want to do that. Really, we just want you to donate what would be your entrance money and some of your booze spend from tonight to charity. In the last lot of lockdown quizzes, I can't. Dan, how much do we raise? We raised loads. We raised thousands of pounds for Mind and a food bank in Eltham Castle. So, and that's, you know, Mum says, yeah. So my mum, I found a cat in the road when I was about, I don't know, 10, 11. And it was sitting in the road and it was about to get run over. So I got out of the road and it fell on me back in the house. And a couple of days later, it was in the middle of the road again. There was like a queue of 4 cars. Got out of the road again, it kept following me home. And I was like, I fucking hate cats. Here's some water. It kept coming back. Eventually just gave it milk. And it lived with us for 16, 17 years. And then her dreams came true and it wasn't there after holiday once. So, you know, there's a story about cats. But if you do have cats, cats protection. It will make Sarah's birthday. And lots of people are, you know, neglecting their animals during lockdown, and you should probably help them. So. But I think we're there, as far as I'm concerned. There are no more scores. So the winning team is it. What was it called? It came, it infected, it conquered. It came, it spread, it conquered. They got 50-something points. So round of applause to Amber and team for that. I think the best drawing for me is Take Your Dick, Silly White Xmas Racists. I also like Say No's with the skinheads, with Britain First and All Lives Matter and EDL. A child with an EDL t-shirt is always going to be funny. I think that's it. I don't think there's any more for me to say, really. I'll put a link up to some charity stuff afterwards. Happy birthday, Sarah. Thank you all for coming. Is that it? Have we done it? I think we've done it. If anyone knows I've missed anything, let me know. If I feel like it, I'll be in touch with the people who won, and I'll send you some, I don't know, some cans, some half-filled, unlabeled staff cans from Antarctic. Anyway, I love you all very much. Have a lovely rest of your lockdown, and you know, you at least think of a fucking good excuse. You now have to go better than a major birthday to make me do this again. Money would be ideal. Otherwise, whatever. Maybe Nikki, you could buy me a ridiculous shirt and make me wear it, and we'll do that. All right. Bye-bye.
Well,